Hello and welcome to the first edition of the 2011 Inside Leatherneck Athletic Show. I'm Mitch Winkelman. Alongside me is Western Illinois head coach Kym McKay. Thanks for coming by, Coach.
Thank you for having me, Mitch.
So far in the year, you guys are 10-11 and 3-8 in the Summit League. This past weekend started great by sweeping South Dakota State, but then getting swept by North Dakota State Saturday night. So far, how do you think about this weekend and how about the season this far?
Well, we started the weekend great. You know, the 3-0 sweep over South Dakota State was fantastic. We really handled the ball on our side of the net. All 5 of our hitters contributed. Our setter made great choices. It was an excellent volleyball match for us, and the girls were really proud of what they did. They were real confident in what they did, and we showed ourselves, most importantly, how good of a team that we can be when it's all put together. We played with confidence, and we executed well, and it was exciting, and the fans were fantastic. In the third game, which went 29-27, they were on their feet for the last 10 points and really helped us get that home victory. On Saturday night, it's a little bit different story, a little bit better team on the other side, and unfortunately, we didn't play with the intensity that we had on Friday night. So we need to address that and make sure that no matter who's on the other side, we play with confidence, because that was the biggest part on Saturday night. Was we just let NDSU and their history get in our head a little bit, and we just didn't play with confidence. And when you don't have confidence, you're not going to get the results. So we saw that kind of the highs and the lows within a 24-hour period, and we had a good conversation about it, and we're ready to come to practice today so we can prepare for tomorrow.
What are some things you believe your team needs to work on in order to finish out the year strong?
We just need to continue competing and have a high competitive energy. That was what we talked about Saturday night in our match. Was we were performing at an average level, but our competitive energy was very low, and that's just not acceptable. So we've shifted practice the past week and really gone back to just competing, doing some technical work, but then really sacrificing a lot of time where we're playing and finding ways to win. I want the girls who are on the court to be winners. Being able to find that intangible way to produce points and to be a winner not only for themselves but for the team. And it really paid off. You saw the results on Friday night. Now we just have to get a little more consistent with it.
This year, you have a very talented freshman class.
Yes.
Mallory Gibson, Molly Murphy, Samantha Fournier, Ann Miller. How special is it to coach these young ladies and for their upcoming years to being very successful?
I'm very excited. The one element that they bring that we really enjoy is competitive energy, which I just talked about. They have a lot of their skill work needs to improve a little bit, but every freshman has a road for improvement in that. They just come to play every day, and they know the game of volleyball. They know how to produce in game situations. And Ann Miller, as a freshman, is one of the players that if it's crunch time, I have her get the ball because she will produce at 24-24. And those are things you can't coach. I can fix your arm swing, I can try to get you a little smarter, but I can't give you the ability to perform under pressure. She's a gamer, she's a competitor, and to want a freshman to have the ball at those times is a little scary at times, but it's great because you're going to have her for 3 more years. And the rest of the class just feeds off of that. Sam plays, and I mean this as a compliment, Sam plays like an old lady. She sees the game, she knows the game, and to watch her move on the floor, you really see wow, you get the game. You know stuff before it's going to happen. And normally players are seniors by the time that they can play like that. So once we start getting her technically improved a little bit, she hits a heavy ball, all the things that they bring to the table are the things that we can't coach. They're very accountable for their performance. If they're on the floor, they're not doing well, we can have a conversation about what they need to fix, and they accept that, and they know that if they're not doing something right. They'll come off the bench and say, Kym, am I moving my platform? I'm like, yes, we need to stabilize it. So they're already taking that step of what they need to do to get better, and for them to be able to do that as freshmen is huge, because normally accountability and responsibility for performance are things that we kind of stumble through until they're older. So it's fantastic to have such a large group show those signs so early in their careers.
Now, Coach, switching on over to Katie Egan, she only needs 6 more kills to become the 9th player in Leatherneck history with 1,000 kills. Yes. How exciting is it to coach a player like Katie Egan? Oh,
Kate's been great. Since her freshman year, she's just found a way to get on the floor, stay on the floor, and produce. She's not a flashy kid. She's not going to out-jump you. She's not going to beat you to the ball, but she's going to find a way to produce. I call her, she's got a blue-collar work ethic. She's a grinder. She gets out there and just finds a way to get things done, and it might not be pretty, but it gets done, and a kill's a kill. She's found a way to get on the floor for 4 years, and really look forward to her becoming the 4th player in my tenure to get that on that 1,000-kill club. I know she's excited about it. She's been working hard, and she definitely deserves that honor.
And this season, we've seen a lot of fantastic performances all around the court, from Ann Miller to Katie Hosting. I mean, who is your MVP? Who is your most disciplined player this year that is just great to being coach this year?
I think MVP, kind of hands down, I think from probably the third week of the year has been Bridget Murphy. She's just taken her game to a level that you just got to be in awe of. She came in and just technically is much more disciplined this year, which you need in any position, but it's self-discipline in the off-the-ball movements that she has, and then just her energy, and she's mentoring younger players in her position, and she's a leader on and off the court. She's real exciting to be around and to have on the team this year, and it really makes me proud to see her growth from her freshman year to her junior year, because she's had a great career, but she has had her ups and downs. And for her to come in this year and have the stats that she's had and have 2 MVP honors under her belt, it's the first player I've had to have 2 MVP honors in tournament play early in the year. She's on her way to hopefully being a legitimate contender for the Summit League's Defensive Player of the Year. Just with her numbers and her performance, you've got to respect her, and she deserves it because the work ethic and her attitude and her competitiveness, those are the intangibles that really make those players who have great skill, who put them over the top, and that's what she has. So I'm really proud of seeing her growth, and I'm really excited to hopefully get some honors for her. Right now we got to make sure that she stays healthy and we can keep her on the floor because she's very important.
All right, Coach, thank you for joining us today on the first edition of 2011 Inside Leatherneck Athletic Show. We'll see you next week with another profile. So long, everybody.